Yo guys, Robbie here. Just looking to do a video on a crypto called DENT Coin. Now, I plan to do this video for quite some time. It is a project that I have held coins in for a long time. Since last year, held all the way through the highs, down the lows, and so on and so forth. It's a project I do really like, and news has always came from DENT. Constantly good communications and really good stuff to talk about. Lots of developments. So this video was always going to be primarily a positive video about a project that I really liked, a crypto project I really liked and believed in. However, there has just recently been some fairly disgruntled, let's say, community members as a result of what I think is fair to say, as a result of some a lack of communication or clarity and transparency in the communication. But before I get into that, I think it's important to start with what is DENT. DENT's vision and what it is essentially that they are looking to tokenize the mobile data industry. In principle, it's a really good project that's got a really strong community, and it also solves a real world problem. Let's say, for example, you have a mobile data package which is within a country with strong mobile data operators, and you have 5 gigabytes of data a month. Let's say you only use 1 gigabyte of data of that, and the other 4 the mobile operator just take back. You don't have any say in that, you don't get any money for it. What DENT aspires to do is enable users to buy and sell data on their trading platform, both through their mobile phone app, which I have on my phone, as well as on their on a website on their trading platform. So in essence, for those who have to pay a lot of money for data, whereas you may only pay a fraction of what they pay, they are able to use their, their currency of choice, Great British Pound, United States dollar, and purchase DENT tokens, which then enable them to purchase mobile data. Fantastic. Let's say $100 it might be in somewhere in Mexico or Brazil for a gig of data, and you might pay $5 or £5 or whatever it may be. So you have no need for that additional 4 gig. You can sell it and you can get DENT tokens, and then in theory you can then sell them for real world money. Okay, so great. Yeah, it solves a real world problem. It puts monies back into the consumer's pocket and so on and so forth. Fantastic. The news coming out has always been positive. You know, they've got, like I said, the DENT Exchange, nice little infographic there. You can click get started, have a look. You can, they've just introduced something called the Afterburner program, where if we click tell me more here, it rewards users for holding DENT tokens, and they've got like staged ownership here depending on the number of DENT tokens you hold and such, which gives you minutes of free calling in the supported countries, discount on their trading website, and so on and so forth. Fantastic, great stuff, positive news. Likewise, if we look at the team solid, solid educational background, solid business background, clearly have a strong understanding. Miko's really good at, or was really good, or whatever you may say, is really good at communicating with the community. Fantastic. So everything seems really positive with DENT. Like I say, I've held it for a long time. Then recently, we've seen a little bit of this. Whereas most of the crypto world has seen gains, DENT has seen losses, fairly significant. If we look at the 3-month, we can see it's dropped from 0.00123 area down to, at the time of talking, around 0.00085. Why is that? Well, it's because they have released 30 to 40 billion tokens within 4 or 5 months, something like that, which is, I think, more than the total supply of, or more, maybe with the exception of XRP, more than the total supply of every crypto there is in the world. There's more circulating supply, I think, than Ripple as well. So you can't really expect to see so many new tokens introduced into the ecosystem without seeing some of these sorts of losses. Now, that in itself wouldn't be a huge concern to me. What is a concern is there was no communication about it. I challenged the the community operators, and I believe probably some of the DENT team, including Miko, saw this about this lack of communication and visibility. The response was, well, there was allusion to it or reference to it that new tokens would be entering the ecosystem in Telegram. So I was like, hmm, okay, so mentioning Telegram, that must be all right. Well, this is a company that claim, whatever you want, that they have 13.5 million users. I'm not exactly sure where it is, across 60 countries. Now, I'm not sure how active those users are. They might have only used it once. So I'm not sure where they're getting those figures. However, in theory, they've got 13.5 million. That's what they tell us. So what's wrong with only just alluding to it in Telegram? Well, I'm part of the Telegram group. I didn't see it. There was no official announcement on the news channel. There was, as from my understanding, no official announcement in the DENT community channel. Maybe just the Miko, one of the founders, I believe, was referencing it. So again, you're probably thinking, So what's the problem? Well, there's 10,000 people in that DENT Telegram group. Who knows how many active? Which is less than 0.1% of the 13.5 million users they have got. They are a mobile operator. Like they're looking to tokenize. Sorry, they're not a mobile operator, but they're looking to tokenize, disrupt the mobile data industry. Their business is communication, and they have not communicated that to their users. That's an issue for me. And I raised that as such, and I raised it positively, and I said that that's a problem for me. That there was no transparency about that. Now, it seems like it could be a decision made to perhaps arguably protect their token ecosystem. They didn't want people to sell it out of fear of maybe this happening a little bit. But actually, DENT's had a really strong community from the beginning. People invested in the ICO. So, and if they were transparent about it, I feel like most what they call DENT Marines in the Telegram group would have accepted it and gone, you know what? Longer term, we understand you need to release these tokens to grow the business, and that's what they're saying they're using the tokens for, or the funds from the tokens, which makes sense because, acquiring new custom costs a lot of money, and they allude to Uber, which is also a fair allusion. However, the lack of transparency regarding it makes it perceived deceit. How can you not? And the kind of only response that I kept getting was, well, it's alluded to in Telegram. Well, I'm sorry, but for me, that is not good enough for a company with a ecosystem of over 42 million, was 43 million before refresh. You can't just say, well, we kind of half mentioned it in Telegram, and that's good enough. And I likened it to McDonald's writing on a napkin that they were going to no longer sell cheeseburgers and saying, well, we told you because we wrote it on a napkin. And they were like, that's a silly analogy. Maybe it is. I don't know. But that's kind of how it feels right now. So, I don't want to create any fear, uncertainty, and doubt regarding DENT. It's a project that I really, really like. And I do like the team. And I've liked everything that they've done since purchasing some tokens just after the ICO. However, this doesn't seem typical, and you'd have to question if this is the type of communication that we're going to get from here on out, you know, whether or not it's something that you're interested in. So I'm not wanting to create any fear, uncertainty, and doubt, any FUD around DENT. Like I say, it is a project I very much like. However, it is something to be aware of, and I think this is partly why the community is the community is seemingly unsettled at the moment in time. I hope that things work out. I will not be selling, my holdings. Very little point anymore. And I hope that the mass adoption does occur. It does seem that from a business point of view, it's going well. So we'll have to wait and see. But I would, without being a financial advisor, strongly suggest that from my point of view, what I won't be doing would be accumulating any more until I'm certain that this circulating supply isn't going to go up anymore, and I shouldn't, based on recent evidence, expect that I would be told about that. So let's wait and see. I do hope that DENT is a success, and I do wish the team well. But as always, with any project really, certainly in the crypto, always trade with caution. All right, guys. Well, cheers for watching. I will continue to do crypto-related videos as promised. If you do like what I'm doing, please do subscribe. Hit the button in the bottom right, and I hope to be delivering more content soon. Cheers. Peace out.